Welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Reni. I'm a pagan from the beautiful country of the Netherlands, and in this episode we will be discussing dwarves. I'll be telling you where they show up in Norse and Germanic folklore. Then after that I will tell you what I think they mean symbolically, because often there's a deeper wisdom in these Germanic and Nordic folk tales. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to go one step deeper. I'm going to tell you a message that the dwarves have for us. Now, if you're one of those people who don't believe that dwarves are real, that's okay. Don't worry. I hope you'll stick to the end, because I will make it all very logical. If you look at the myths, and their meaning is actually very logical. And if they mean what they mean, which is by itself logical, the message that they have for the people of this planet during this time is also a very logical one. So stick around. So dwarves, they are not to be confused with gnomes or other fairies or other earth spirits. These are something different. They can be very intelligent, they can be very crafty, and they can be very magical. There's a myth in which Odin and his brothers Vili and Ve slew the first giant Ymir and made the world out of his corpse. When Ymir is dead, there appear maggots, and these maggots start eating at his flesh and at his blood, and these maggots transform into the first dwarfs. But the most famous dwarfs in Norse mythology are probably Etri and Brokkr. These are very crafty, because they created Odin's ring, Draupnir. They created Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. They created Freya's ship. I believe I don't know how to pronounce this properly. Skip Bralber. I'm butchering that. But my point is, they're very good at crafting things. They are very good in creating treasure. A treasure so beautiful and so magical that even the gods want it. There's another tale where they make a necklace so beautiful that it tempts the goddess of love and fertility Freya to sleep with the dwarves in order to get the necklace. They're never the main character in Norse mythology or Germanic mythology. They're always like side characters. Norse tales are often about the gods, and they give magical gifts to the gods. In the sagas, they're often told that the humans are the heroes, and the dwarves also give weapons or magical items to the humans. Remove this now. So they're intelligent, they're crafty, they live beneath the earth. What could this all mean? Well, I started this out with the first myth that they were originally the maggots who feasted upon Ymir's body. I believe that the dwarves are helpful when it comes to transformational processes, and I believe that is their magic. They are turning one thing into the other. Oftentimes dwarves understand the magic of shapeshifting. There's even a myth where there's a dwarf that transforms into a needle, and that needle sews the mouth of Loki shut, which is a very smart thing to do, to shut the god of mischief up. And I believe that to this day, that the dwarves and Loki, I don't know if they're on speaking terms. There's still some conflict between the two. Loki hasn't forgotten what they have done to him. . So they're metaphors for transformation, alchemy, and magic, which can only be achieved through focus and hard work. If you were to talk to a symbol of alchemy, magic, and hard work that could give you treasure, what would it say? I think I know what the dwarves would say. There was a time, not that long ago, where the people of this country and every other country on this continent were more in tune with the spirits of nature. We had a relationship with nature spirits, including the dwarfs. But then the Christian church came, and the Christian church told everybody that these sacred places, that the devil lived there, that you shouldn't come there, and that the people who did have contact with these nature spirits, that they were witches. So the people who did have contact were afraid to talk about it. They were afraid to pass along their gifts. And people stopped coming to the sacred places in nature. And this knowledge died out. How do you think that made the dwarves feel? I think it made them sad. But the dwarves are wise. And they waited. Now at the time of recording this video, the year is 2023. There is no longer a church telling us where we can and can't go. There is no longer a church who is burning people accused of witchcraft. These things no longer exist in Holland. You know what does still exist? These sacred sites in nature. And I believe that the dwarves know this. I believe that the dwarves are watching. I believe that the dwarves are looking at us, and I believe that they have one hand stretched out. And the question is, will there be people from our world, the world of man, who will take them up on their offer? Because I see a lot of altars being shared online. I see a lot of altar for the gods, sometimes for the house spirits, sometimes for the ancestors. But I see nobody that I know of connect to the dwarven folk. I see people talking to their gods. A lot of the times the gods don't even show up, because they are gods and you are man. And I think the dwarves, I think they are ready to connect with this world again. I believe their world is Asfaltheim, pronouncing that wrong again. It's the world of the dwarves. It almost seems like these worlds are, Midgard and the world of the dwarves, are very close together at this time. So if you are one of those persons who clicked on this video and you feel like, I like this, I like this theory and I like these dwarves, I suggest you go some places. You go to those few hills that still remain in Holland. You go to the places where you can go underground. Or better yet, you go to Holland's own megaliths, you go to the Hunebed. And you come there with an open heart, with some offerings, with silence and respect. I think it is time to connect with our dwarven brothers once more. Yes, I realize there are also some dwarven sisters, but predominantly they're dwarven brothers. These dwarves have their own runes, they have their own language, and their own magic. And I think now is the time to reconnect. I'll see you all next week. Ga met de goden. Weef met het web. Ren met de rune.